going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with the third video in a row, some MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty tips and tricks. 2 days ago, we dropped a video on how to work the MLB card market and some different things, useful tips, so make sure you go check that out. Yesterday, we talked about recycling, and we're going to kind of pick up where we left off here. So we're going to go to my cards, and again, there was one thing that I showed you guys yesterday. I really do urge you to go check that video out, because we produced some really good cards out of the recycler. You see some of them here, like Troy Tulowitzki and Yadier Molina, and you see I have these two cards collected. Now again, I touched on this yesterday, but one thing that you can do, and I'll have to buy another pack to show you the example. Again, I did it yesterday, but I'll do it again here for this video. We're gonna buy 2 of these packs, and we're gonna test our luck here once more. Go to my cards, and we're gonna recycle an Adam Wainwright, 2 infielders, so we got a first baseman and a third baseman, and then 2 of these bad pitchers. So it's going to produce us an A+ card, and we're going to get an Evan Longoria. So that's a really good output. We basically turned a 4 million pitcher into a, 8-7 million second baseman. Again, if you want to see in detail what I did to kind of do that, check out yesterday's video. But now, for purposes of this video, what I was saying is, so say you get this Evan Longoria. You see I have it collected. This is a really expensive card, but I have it collected. What you can do now is you can recycle this card along with, 2 outfielders and maybe a pitcher and a pitcher. Now, in this situation, it's not giving it to us, so let me go back. Because it's more of the, where am I? It's more of the 95 overall guys like Yadier Molina, so we'll recycle him. Say instead of Longoria, we got the Molina out of that recycler, and again, yesterday's video, we did do that, so it is possible. The next thing I would do is just take one of these guys like Todd Cunningham, and I can recycle him again. It's going to give me another A+ player. You're probably going to get like a under 94 overall, like maybe a Buster Posey. In this situation, it would be an outfielder. So you're going to probably get like a Carlos Beltran or something like that. That's kind of what I've had luck with. But the cool thing about this is you're going to get another A+ player back. You're also going to be able to recycle this really expensive Yadier Molina, which also collects him, and that's why you'll see I have some of these really expensive cards already collected, because I've used this method, and that's going to help you in the long run to complete collections. You see I got Molina, Tulo, Wainwright, Longoria all collected, and I haven't even had these guys on my roster yet. You could do the same thing with Craig Kimbrell. Do him. That's what she said with this center fielder. It's going to give me either an A+ pitcher or outfielder. Again, I'm not going to risk it right now just because I may use Kimbrel on my team. But that, that would recycle Kimbrel for me, and he goes to a lot of collections. So we're going to go to MLB collections, and you'll see I have quite a few that are in progress. Some really tough ones that I'm close to getting done. And a lot of the really good players I have collected here now. So that is kind of my tip as far as how to get really good players and collect them. Another thing I'd like to show you guys is, and this is very basic, if you've been playing this game mode for a while, it's not going to be new news to you, but some of you beginners, some of you guys who just dived into this game mode this year, it might help. If you go to the collection, it's going to list the 5 cards here that we need in this collection. You see I got Tulo, McCutchen, and Romo. Again, all 3 of those cards were basically collected off the method I was just showing you. But now we got Ryan Braun and Jacoby Ellsbury. If you didn't know, you can select the card from this screen, and you can see what it's selling for. So both of these, they're selling for kind of a lot. I could buy both of them. It would give me 7.5 mil back on the reward, and then kind of collect them. Or I could buy both of them, recycle both of them together. It's probably going to give me an A+ player, and so I'll make up the cost in this card by the reward of 7.5 mil coming back to me. And then I would hope that these 2 combined would give me a card that would, you know, kind of equal the cost of what I paid for the Jacoby Ellsbury. Again, that's not really making a profit, but it's helping a complete collections. I'm not going to do that in this situation. But another thing I'd like to show you as far as collections go is the team collection. You see, I got a nice chunk of a lot of these done. The only one that I have been able to finish so far was the Rockies, and I'm almost done with the White Sox. But there's 3 cards I'm really struggling to get. But a cool thing is you can go to the collection. You can cycle through the cards you need. Right now, we need Scott Downs. There's none in the market. Otherwise, it would have came up and said, you know, buy for $5 million like it does with Alexi Ramirez here. But I'm going to go over to the next card I need, and I believe it's Matt Davidson. $5 million. Probably not going to spend that much on it. And then Daniel Webb, none in the market. But what I like to do is literally go through every single team, and I like to look for guys that go for like $1 million or less. Hopefully we can find some. I'm gonna guess we might not be able to. There's a guy for $2 million. Sometimes I'll go for those, but we're looking for guys I haven't collected yet that we can get for around $1 million coins, or $1 million budget, I should say. I always call it coins because you guys know I'm a Madden Ultimate Team player first. I don't know why I even went to Miguel Cabrera or Kinsler. It's not like those guys are going to be that cheap. Come on, for video purposes, we're going to find one here. We'll fade out of this screen, and once I find one, then we'll be back. Alright, man, so we are back. I found 3 cards that were kind of in my range. We're first going to go through the Oakland A's team collection here, and Don Straley goes for about 1.2999999. So we're going to buy him. We're going to go up to the Minnesota Twins because I found another guy there. I believe it was Plouffe. Trevor Plouffe. He goes for 1.2. And then if I was just patient enough here, I could go back to the Tigers collection where we left off. And we got Andy Dirks. 1 million coins, or budget. So I got 3 right there. I usually go for an even amount. And I'll go to my cards. And so I got those 3 cards, and what I like to do is just recycle them all together. So we got Straley, Dirks, and Plouffe. It's going to give me a B player, and what we're hoping is that this B player that it gives us ends up being a card that's worth about $3 million. So again, we're not going to make our coin back from what we spent, but we get 3 cards pretty much collected for free. Again, another thing I like to do is kind of add these role player packs into it. So you saw I added 2 center fielders. They're 55 and 51 overall, but it just jumped me up to a B+ player. So now we're going to get a B+ player. We're just hoping not for a pitcher, and we're going to get Jose Bautista. Look at that. That worked out perfectly. So we pretty much just collected 3 cards for free. We get a Bautista out of it, or Bautista. And this card's probably going to sell for $6 million, or I can keep it, or I can collect it along with, you know, I wouldn't go as far as doing Craig Kimbrell, but I could probably collect it with Bumgarner, and look at this, I can get another A+ player. So it's a lot of trial and error, but you got to find things that work. And I'm telling you, man, if you experiment enough, you're going to take some losses every once in a while. But I got a lot of really good cards here that I can certainly sell now and get back up into the, 250 million range. I hope this was all useful to you. This will kind of conclude this 3-part mini-series. If you got any questions about it, hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe as well if you're not, for more Diamond Dynasty content. We'll be back pretty soon with a gameplay. It's Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.